Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the alternate pathway for the Age of Wonders 3 campaign, the Elven Court. Just a reminder, this is a what if I had made a different choice in scenario 4 of the campaign and chosen to side with Groshak instead of siding with Nomlik. In our last episode, we continued making our way through scenario 6, and we had a really good development, which is we located, as you can see here, the throne city of Baradir. So we now know where to go to try to get him out of the game. I believe he might still currently be in the Void. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, he is currently in the Void right now, although I think he'll be back in the next turn or two. So we're going to try to really focus on getting to his throne city and getting him out of the game permanently if we can. Now, we've still got a tough way to go here. As you can see, this little area is super well defended, but I'm thinking that we can maybe use Groshak's spell casting to help us. So if we look, he's got Chaos Rift. Opens a rift to the Chaos Plane, allowing its anomalies to enter this world. Each combat round, a random unit is summoned to fight for the caster, and 20 shock damage is dealt to 2 to 3 random enemy units. So that could be pretty solid. I think that's going to be what we're going to do. But anyway, so let's see if we can just jump right in and get Baradir out of the game in this episode. So where were we last time? I think we were kind of midway through the turn. We sort of had to call it a little bit early last episode. Yeah, we still have some movement left, so we have a couple of our scouts still doing some stuff. You know what? Let's maybe head down south, because this is all impassable. So let's head down into the forest here and see what we can see. Might help us a little bit. And this is impassable as well. They really try to force you to... You can't kind of go around, right? That's what this is looking like. So, I guess kind of, you know, noted. We'll stay in the woods here just to stay kind of out of harm's way as best we can. This night we're heading over. We're going to grab the haste berries on our way through. Sundren herself here had taken this city. I feel like it would be good to, and we have Reskar moving over to try to help as well, but I think with Sundren it would actually be better to maybe head over and try to take more of these cities. So let's see if we can do that. We'll head over here. We can even try and raid this tomb potentially. We have to be mindful that we really don't have much in the way of like strength in this stack, so we just have to be cautious about that. But I think we'll be fine. Plus, if Sundren dies, of course, she respawns at my throne, right? Because she's my leader, so... I mean, I don't want that to happen, but if it does, it's not the end of the world. This little guy we can send down into the mix down here. We've been trying to get him to the front lines for a while. Okay, now it's going to be production. We'll do another crow. We've got a pretty good amount of gold. Mana is still in really good shape. Let's just do some, like, laboratories, kind of improve our research a little bit. Now, this city's really good. Vrock is our metropolis, and it is currently able to produce succubi, which is awesome. We're going to have Shadow Stalkers in a turn, though, so I might just focus on something else for a turn, and then just seeing what we could do. I mean, we could do a Siege Workshop in 2 turns, give us a little bit of extra production. I don't know if that's really worth it. Otherwise, like, I guess we could do the storehouse to have it grow more, but it's already at maximum size, so that's not really that helpful. Other than it gives us, other than it leads to the public baths, which would increase happiness if we produced it. Expanding the city's domain would bring this Forbidden Sanctum into the city's domain, but we obviously don't have it cleared out right now, so probably not going to be of much benefit. So I think what we'll do then is we might just hold off and just do merchandise or something for now. And then next turn we can make a Shadow Stalker there. Rizros. Here we could probably do a... you know what? There's really nothing I want to do in this city, so we'll just do merchandise. Telnumbu is right across the water from kind of what's going on, so I'm going to try a Rogue's Palace, and maybe we could eventually get it to having a planar gate, just because it's so close to the front lines. Yeah, and then for a lot of these, we're just going to keep doing merchandise. Now here, this is right on the front lines of battle, so... I can't remember what we did in this city. Is Rodal. What did we produce last time? Siege Workshop, okay. That just improved our production capability slightly. Now we can do everything in a single turn, basically, which is great. We'll do a Sparrowhawk just to have another archer, I guess. All right, Valen Vale. I would love to get a planar gate here if I could. It's going to take a couple of turns, but I think that would be worth it, honestly. He is trying to land an army to come and attack me, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're a little low on gold now thanks to our spending, so I'm going to hold off in most of the other cities here. This one as well, I'm going to hold off for a turn. I might just do a storehouse, but then next turn we can do... yeah, we'll just do a storehouse because it's a single turn thing. But then we'll be able to do Shadow Stalkers next turn. And on the coast, we'll just do merchandise, and then we're going to end turn there. Man, having Shadow Stalkers is going to be such a game changer. They're so powerful. And if we can get that upgrade for them as well, they become basically like a tier 4 unit. Ooh, is he going to try and land up here? I sure hope not. That's going to make it way harder for me. You can see Leonis himself out there in the water. Baradir's got a lot of units, so if I can get him out of the game, that's going to be really helpful. You can see one of his heroes running around down there. I expect Baradir himself will be respawning shortly at his throne, so... Yeah, okay, they may try to make landfall here. We might have to get some units to defend. Although, if we can get him out of the game, then all those units stop being a threat immediately. Okay, yes, and we can get up there with Groshak. Now, the question becomes, how do we want to do our unit arrangement? So we want our best units in this fight, because we're only going to be able to have... Like here, okay, we can get the crows here. They can help us. Because of this stupid bridge, we can only... I don't think our units that are embarked in the water are going to count in this fight. I'm not totally sure, though. We could try it, I guess. Okay, but let's see. So who do we want? We want... You know what? The apprentice can go there as a floating unit. That's fine, right? I think that's what that is, floating. Yeah, and it doesn't cost anything, so then it can still jump into this battle. So now we can go these three for sure, because they're really strong. And then we want the knight, probably. And we probably want a healer in the form of one of these priests. Let's get the priest into the stack. And then otherwise, I mean, it's kind of just pick your poison, I suppose. What is this guy? He's an infantry, so at least he can get up on the wall. That might not be the worst. Alternatively, we could just do another priest to have more healing. Definitely don't hate that. You know what? Let's do that. We'll just have more healing support. And then, like I said, I think if I embark them, they actually won't be in the fight, so probably not really worth doing. One thing I do want to do before I worry about that is I want to see if in my cities where I have the planar gate, I can make Makai and I can make Shadow Stalkers. I can't remember what this guy is. So he's more of a melee focused. He's not floating though. That's the thing about him I don't like. He's got martial arts, tireless, killing momentum, bloodthirsty. So super good, like really powerful, unholy champion. Really, really powerful unit, but not as mobile. So I definitely want the Shadow Stalkers instead. So we're going to start mainlining production of them. Research choice. We can do Dark Pact, which gives our all your bards, assassins, succubi, and Shadow Stalkers gain extra defense and damage and new powers, but they cost more upkeep. I mean, the upkeep is whatever. So I think we're going to do the Dark Pact probably. Actually, I lied. Let's get Iron Grip first, because with Iron Grip, we can improve the happiness of our cities and potentially produce these things faster, which would make a big difference for us, obviously. And you know what? With this succubus now, I mean, I kind of want to... Actually, I was going to say we can probably clear this out, but I would rather just go and join Sundren's group, I think. We've got our little scout down here who really kind of just found this teleporter destination. Looks like we have some extra casting points, which I'm going to grab. Because why not? Okay, and then this group I think is just going to head up here to join the fight, really. And then, yeah, Sundren and her group, I think they're strong enough to go and do this fighting on their own. Because it was only a single unit guarding the city, right? So we'll add in our crow. And then meanwhile, yeah, the succubus can keep moving in to join. This crow, I don't know what we do with it. Same with this one. I'm going to just send it up this way, I think. This one, I suppose we could summon just to help in this fight, really. And then let's just engage the battle here. It's saying probable defeat, but it doesn't realize that I have those spells in my back pocket. That being said, I want to see how far up I can get Reskar here. So group up, we'll grab the haste berries. Okay, he can't quite make it in there, but he's going to be able to help a lot. So we'll give him a couple of units here just to give him something to work with. And then, yeah, let's engage this fight. We can always retreat if we need to. I feel like... Ooh. So, yeah, let's see. Can we bring everybody in? If we do it this way, what happens? Okay, yeah, so it doesn't bring in the units in the water. But if we do it this way, it does. And that's what we're going to do. Now, I believe Baradir might... I forgot to check if he's still in the void or not. Oh, he's not, because he's using spells, so... He's back in the game, obviously. So we're going to... Oh, and I wish I hadn't done that, because I was going to do Thunderstorm first. Alright, well, we'll just wait a turn. That's fine. We'll start rotating our crows just to draw the attention over here. We might as well drop a heal onto our Black Knight, because the Black Knight did take some, or was coming in with some damage already done, so... Now, again, we could do our Chaos Rift, and I might do it. It's just that he could get rid of it. Let's do it. Never used this spell before that I can remember. Maybe I might have, maybe in my Sorcerer playthrough I did. I can't remember. It's been a long time, though. He's going to try and disjunct it, I'm sure. It's good damage. Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, wow, I got a Frost Elemental. That's great. Hopefully from the chaos that brings, I can... I'll be able to, like, press the advantage and try to move in. Poor crows are getting lit up, obviously. Oh, and they killed my elemental. That's fine. I mean, it still kind of did its job. It's given me an opening here where I can charge in towards the gate, I think. That's what we're going to do. Now we're going to throw on a Thunderstorm. We've got both spells in effect here, which is great. Don't think it cancels it out, even though the lighting has changed. At least I hope it doesn't. That would be pretty devastating if that is the case. Put the priest up there. I feel like the shock trooper could go up on the wall, but that's a bit of a risk, so I'm not going to do it just yet. We're going to hold off for now. Get the apprentice kind of in there a little bit. You know what? I'm going to go just... Yes, the crows are going to be kind of a sacrifice here. We'll just throw them up. Just to get them in there to draw a bit of attention. And let's see here. Nice. There's a kill. Ooh, and it summoned us a Thunderstorm doing work. Oh, my poor crow's just getting slaughtered. Okay, so we got ourselves a Wyvern, I think, which can fly. Not the strongest of units, but definitely not terrible either. One of the war breeds has come out to play, it looks like. You can see there. Those war breeds, we know how powerful they can be. Would love to kill this mounted archer. There's a good kill. Nice. We can devastating charge that gate, so let's do it. Nice. That's good work. And then gonna maybe try. I was gonna say I should heal my shock trooper, but I'm not able to at the moment. A bit of a risk putting the Orc Apprentice up on the wall. We could get rushed in melee, and I don't really want that, so I'm going to just rotate them over, actually. And the crow is just there to draw kind of attention away. What else can Groshak do? He's got a magic fist that we could use. Just seeing who would be best. The Warbreed definitely not, because of course he heals, right? So let's throw it on to the mounted archer right here. This is still definitely not easy because he's got the wall, which is really giving him a lot of support. Boy, if it wasn't for our spells, though, we would be toast. There's no way we could win this battle, I think, easily without these spells. Our poor priest just got schmacked pretty good. Fortunately, we are going to be able to assist now. Give this Warbreed... Oh, that should get the kill, or very close, yeah. That's perfect. Ooh, and let's fly in here and get a flank kill. Nice. I would love to get a big heal on our knight here if we could. Perfect. And then this priest, I feel like would be better to just help out with the phalanx. There it is. Then I think I'm going to park the knight in defense mode, honestly. And we'll just kill this Warbreed here with the shock trooper. Nice little bit of life drain for them too, which is good. Okay, this green wyvern can cruise in and maybe go for the monster hunter, or the phalanx is in defense mode, so let's just hit the monster hunter and flank. Nice. Okay, now I think it's fine for me to go up on the wall, so I'm going to do it. And we'll hit the phalanx for some more damage. And let's see. Okay, that's the last turn of Chaos Rift, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Good damage, though. There's that Thunderstorm. Killed all those units over there, which is huge. Some Wyverns are going to have to fight the Warbreed in the middle here, which is good. I feel like we maybe just don't want to hit him that many times. We can get a charge, too, when we do it. It's good. And then, ooh, we can blast him for some more damage. Oh, just about. You know what? I think I'm... Oh, we don't have any more spells. Dang it, because I would love to kill this guy before he gets some health back, but... Well, it is what it is. Okay, let's kill this gate. There it is. Yeah, we were not in range to blast him with any of our ranged attacks, which is too bad. This green wyvern can't quite make it in there either. Yeah, and Groshak, sadly, as well, can't get in there. Alright, well, we'll just end our turn. Regrowth happened, but it's all our summoned units he's going to be fighting anyway, so... Forgot about that guy up on the wall. Alright, well, that's fine. So now we can just kill this archer here. Nice. We've already used our healing. Groshak can come on over. Just blast him. Nice. So there we go. We successfully won that fight, which is what we needed to happen. And then we can step up and take this fort. And now we have a direct line into the Throne City, which is what we needed. And I'm happy to send in my forces as best I can here. Feel like we might need reinforcements up there, so I'm going to divert one of these units at least back to the Valen Vale just to play a little bit more defense. We can do another Grimbeak Crow as well, so maybe I will just summon one here just to bolster the city slightly. And then do another one, I guess. Sure, why not? Maybe here just to round it out so that army's like it's full. There, now we can grab that next turn and make it in towards the city better. We'll skip all of this. Hold on, let's just unselect that unit. I'm gonna skip through all these choices, and then we've still got now this newly produced knight. We definitely want to get in there quick. Yeah, this stack, we know what we're doing. These two, they'll just stay put for now because I don't think we can go any further. No. Alright, so that's going to do it for our production choices. I'm going to hold off on casting anything because I'm going to want to do some Iron Grip probably next turn. Again, a lot of these cities, though, we're just going to keep doing our thing. Okay, Isrodal. Now this one, now that we have it a little bit calmer around here because we've got a foothold, I feel like I could do a Rogue's Palace and then get some Shadow Stalkers going there. Here and all, that's our throne. Great Temple for sure. This one we can keep doing knights, but honestly, I feel like that's maybe not... We don't need as many coming out of there anymore, so let's take a bit of time and just do their laboratory as a break. Because we're going to be focusing on Shadow Stalkers now anyway, so... Do a Shrouded Altar, which means they get an extra rank when you produce them. Here we can do the Shadow Stalker, so let's get that going. It's going to take a couple of turns, obviously, so... And yeah, like I said, we'll hold off on the spell casting. Sardas and Zorn won some battles. That's good for them. Now, hopefully Baradir is still at his throne. That would be the ideal situation. Ooh, yeah. Okay, they're moving in, so... Okay, they took the watchtower down. It's probably good that I'm sending some units back. Alright, let's see. So domain invasion, we saw that happen. Did have a succubus produced up here. That's going to be really good to just kind of deploy where we need it. But really, the big thing is going to be getting in here towards. Okay, so his throne is pretty well defended. He's got 2 tier 3 units and another tier 3 unit there, and then lots of mounted archers and whatnot. So yeah, it's going to be a little rough, but should be doable. I'm going to send one of the healers over there and get this guy back in the main stack. Can we get more into this fight? I don't think so, unfortunately. What about Reskar? No, they can't make it this turn. I feel like this would be a pretty tough fight if we don't use our nasty spell. And that spell, of course, is going to make it uglier for me, right? Because then the dwarves don't like us so much. So I'm going to wait one more turn and get Reskar in there to really end this well. Hopefully that doesn't screw me over, but I think it's the smart thing to do. Okay, there, now that city's pretty well defended. It's not perfect, but it's mostly just a bunch of low-level units, but I mean, it's you know, it's got some muscle now at least. Iron Grip is done, so I'm going to start working with that. We want to probably throw it on the cities that are making the Shadow Stalkers, right? So just to try to speed them up. So we'll just kind of do that on a few of our cities here. Bing, bang, boom. And then I think what we do now is we just mainline going for Dark Pact, knowing that that's going to really make it easier for us to win this game. It's going to give us such a huge advantage if we can get it going. All right, this Draconian city, I am going to do a Rogue's Palace. Abertram, it's pretty Abertham, excuse me, is pretty undeveloped. Same with Guildford. The coastal city here still kind of just in a bit of a holding pattern. Senvar can now make Shadow Stalkers, so that's what we're going to do there. Yeah, and these guys are just going to stay put. Sundren can now attack the city here. I don't think there's a bunch of hidden units, no. We will attack, and we'll even try and maybe charm that guy if we can. I can't remember if they have mind control immunity or not. I want to say they don't, but let's just see. No, they don't, so we can try and mind control him potentially. I'm assuming he's going to come out to play, but maybe not. No, okay. Make us come out to get him. Okay, we'll blast him and see if that entices him to come out to play. He's poisoned. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, and now we'll try for the charm and hope it works. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to, just because it has a low chance of success, but you never know. All right, we'll charge around. Big flank. Oh, wow, they just got the kill outright. That's wonderful. Very nice. Oh, and look at this. That's a yellow city, which means that's Bryn Grimdaughter. Okay, so now we know where that is. We know where our final opponent is located. We're definitely going to need more units that have, like, power in this stack, because right now we really don't have much. And that's where this Succubus is going to come into play, so we're just going to keep moving down that way. For now, I feel like we just sit tight, wait for maybe the Succubus to join us. I guess we could do a little bit of... Nah, you know what? I'm not going to get greedy. We're going to stay back and just play it safe. We do have this group coming in to reinforce, although they're not super powerful. And yeah, like I said, we're going to just hold back with Reskar and Reskar and gang here. And they're going to just sit tight. One thing I suppose we could do is grab this and then regroup. Not that that really does anything, but... Alright, Succubus over here now, like I said, can kind of deploy where we need it. So we'll head down and just kind of reinforce this city a little bit. This Grimby Crow, we've kind of already explored what we can in here. There's really not a whole lot left to do, so maybe we'll just kind of join up over there. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna do it. So again, if I can get Baradir out, that will make this so much easier, because then I've just got 2 left to deal with, and all of these really tough cities and units up here kind of go away. Makes it, and then I can probably land up here and start making headway, which is going to make this a lot easier. Yeah, I think I must have scared Leonis off a little bit, so that's good. Buys me some time at the very least. He disjuncted my treasure rating. That's annoying. Although our economy is now doing pretty well, so I'm less worried about that. What did he do there? He summoned something, maybe. I'm not totally sure, but... okay, alright, we will move over with Reskar. There we go. Now we should be able to win this fight without too much trouble, so... we will just attack here. We're going to use Reskar's spell as our main weapon in this battle. It's just nice having the insurance. We could use either one if we need to, right? We've got... did they berserk him? No, it failed, I think. I was going to say we can use Reskar's if we need to, but... Or, sorry, we can use Groshak's spell if we need to, but we're going to focus more on Reskar's. I'm going to give it a turn or two because I want him to kind of use up some of his spells, right? I don't want him to... I want him to burn through some casting points so he can't disjunct my spells. We're going to send the Rager over this way. Yeah, this group's going to kind of go a little more up the gut here. That should be good. Thunderstorm doing some work already, which is great for us. Okay, so he disjuncted it, which is good, though. That means he's using up some of his casting points. So I feel like at this point now we throw on the other spell. Hopefully he doesn't get lucky twice in a row. With disjuncting, I mean, assuming he has enough casting points left to do that. So Reskar's going to throw on... Actually, you know what? Ooh, I kind of want to just start blasting, but I am going to do it. We'll call the Beast Horde. This is such a powerful ability. Yeah, there we go. We've got some animals already being summoned in the back. One out here as well. And then in the meantime, we'll just start heading over, and what we're going to do is we're going to buff the spider just to give it a little bit of extra defense. Throw it up on the wall. We do have to be careful because obviously the spider is going to get overwhelmed going in there by itself, but that is going to be where our vultures are going to come in to help, hopefully. Let's see what else we can do here. So again, a lot of these units fortunately have ranged attacks, and they're going to make life a little bit more challenging for us. We have to be careful, but I think we can still be somewhat aggressive here. We'll throw on a heal for my shock trooper. I'm going to just keep moving to the side, though. See if I can kind of get them to bite a little more. The Knight, I might just try kind of going up the gut here along with my Black Knight. And this Priest, I guess I could start blasting for some extra damage. The Halberdier is kind of a throwaway, so... Same with the Rager. I'm going to have them just kind of go into the middle. Okay, yeah, there we go. More animals. It's nice when they're in behind the wall. That's going to make it a lot easier to distract and cause chaos and everything. Weird that he just disjuncted my awakened spirit there. Ooh, ouch. Don't want to lose that Apprentice. That's obviously a very powerful unit because it's leveled up, so. Oh, they're coming out to play, okay. That does make my life a tiny bit easier. Phalanx came out to defensive strike. So let's start maybe over here. First things first, we want to get rid of this Forge Priest. Nice, big critical there. Blast the Forge Priest like this, and then get the kill with our Spider. Nice. And then we've got a Silver Thane out there causing some problems. Big flank. Flanking backstab for some heavy damage. We'll get our vulture in there just to start causing some chaos. Same with over here. We could start hitting Baradir himself over there, which I don't mind at all. We could try and web him, but it's really low odds of success, so let's just go start wailing on him. And then we can hit this prospector. Big flank there. And then this spider's just going to start moving out. The big green beetle we'll just put in defense mode for now. No sense getting too crazy with it. Here we can try and stun the phalanx. Nice. Throw on the war cry, charge in. Big kill there, and then we can charge or damage the gate. The apprentice, like I said, took a lot more damage than I would have liked. I feel like maybe we just go, even though we can climb, I feel like maybe bashing the gate is the better move. Keeps us a little bit safer. I'm going to pull the apprentice back. There's no reason putting them in unnecessary risk. Ooh, we can light up that silver thane for some damage. That should end it there. Nice, there's a summoned unit right in the heart of the fighting. That's really good for us. Yeah, I feel like this one is pretty much in the bag now with all our summoned units. Don't want to get overconfident, but it's definitely going to make this a little bit easier, I think. We have to be careful. Groshak could actually get beat up pretty good, so we want to make sure he doesn't get killed. Ouch. That. Nice. This Rager really did a good job with that lifesteal coming in pretty clutch. Bashing that gate down. We can go for a web on the Patriarch, but I kind of feel like that's a little bit risky. Let's just get the kill up there. Don't want to throw this guy away. The Spider Queen's a really good unit, so I prefer not to just kind of waste it if I don't have to. Reskar can get in behind the wall, which would be good. Spider here can probably just get the kill on the Sparrowhawk, maybe. Blast that gate for some good damage. Same with over here. Nice, gate's open. Pretty good damage there, actually. Even more here. Nice, good kill. Okay, we've got that Monster Hunter still up there, but I feel like this is more doable now. Question is, what do we do with Reskar? Feel like Reskar maybe should go in here just to support the Spider Queen. You know, what we can do is go like this. Oh, there we go. Awaken the Spider Queen. And just park like that for now. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to heal the Rager, because that Rager's been doing a really good job, so no sense just sacrificing it for no reason. Dire Vulture here can flank. Good kill. That frees up the Spider Baby to go in and actually get a really good flank shot here on this mounted archer. Priest can move over as well. Give Baradir some extra damage. Nice. Dire Penguin can flank the Patriarch for some work. We know we're going to lose it, but Penguin Overlord over there meanwhile. Let's see if maybe we can get a stun. Nice. Oh yeah, it's definitely all done but the crying at this point. Those poor penguins. Okay, there. Gate is now busted down, which means we can get in there. Cause a ruckus. Big flank backstab. And gold medal now for our shock trooper, which is going to give them killing momentum. That's massive upgrade for them. Okay, so we can hit Baradir for some flanks. And then we can hit the archer here for some flank shots. Nice. Keep wailing on this gate since we're here. We can get the kill like that. Very nice. Might be able to hit Baradir as well. Yep. Soften him up a little bit more. All right, and then I think what we'll do is we'll go over like this and throw on a web attempt. Okay, and it failed. Fine, we can now just start whittling down. Ooh, you know what? Here, we can do... This might kill him. Nice. He's toast. Might as well get up on the wall now. Penguin in behind enemy lines. We got the spider back here. Kind of not really in the action, but that's okay. Yeah, I think things have kind of settled down now. All that's really left for me at this point is just finishing off that Patriarch, which is a level 3 Dwarven unit, so pretty tanky, but definitely doable here. Kind of tried to like run away from me or something there. That was a little weird. We'll give him some sauce here with the arrows. There we go. And then we'll try for a web. Nice, removed a bunch of their movement. Man, that unit is so tanky though. It's just unbelievable. Okay. So yeah, everyone's just going to kind of converge on him here, really. Don't think we have anyone that has mind control that would work on the dwarf, so not really going to be something we try at this stage. Too bad, because it's obviously a unit that would be nice to get our hands on, but just getting everybody kind of in the walls here. Yeah, I don't really want to put my Spider Queen in unnecessary risk, so I will park right here in defense, I guess. And then we're just going to finish this off, and that'll do it for Baradir, I think. Nice, okay, so drop a heal on somebody if we need it. Yeah, we can heal Groshak. You know what? I'm going to heal our knight who took some punishment. There it is. And then Groshak himself can cruise on over. Give this guy the business. And try for a freezing touch. No such luck. Okay, and then he's got 2 health, so then the spider should kill him and get a level up. Just like that, I believe Baradir is now out of the game. Or will be as soon as we have to kill one more unit, I guess, but... Alright, so then let's just do this quick. You know what, I'll even do auto combat just to get this done really fast. There it is. Baradir has fallen. Taking away his military might and strategic insight will doubtlessly weaken the Commonwealth's power. Alright, 2 down, 2 to go. It's a really nice turn of events, though. He has some decent items here. Better headgear than Groshak currently has, so we'll take that, sell it off. Ooh, really good shield. Just a straight upgrade on the one we currently have, so we'll just swap that out right now. I notice we do have the Quiver of Shadows for Groshak, but the I don't know, like it's kind of tough because this shield is really good now, so I don't know, it's tough to say which one's better. We've got boots there. Let's see, does everybody have leg gear? They do. I think these are probably worth just selling then. We've got the lightning wand. I think everybody's got some form of that. Actually, Reskar does not. He's got a couple of extra blowpipes, which we can sell, and a locket of lost love. Sell that. Give this to Reskar. crossbow, I think we can just sell. Oh, that's wonderful. So now we'll absorb the throne city. And now we can turn our attention to our 2 remaining opponents. So we've got Bren over here. And we know Leonis is somewhere over here. You know what? And yeah, let me see if any of these cities will make contact with me now. Diplomatically, of course. Oh, nice. Zorn has some decently powerful units down here. Cool if he could kind of get to the front lines and help out a little bit. So we'll group up here. And then next turn we can charge in Bren's territory. See what kind of mischief we can get up to in there. This knight's gonna keep moving in. I feel like now we've actually got enough force that we could land over here without a... We don't even need a hero to lead the army. So let's just do that. We'll start assembling our squad here. Yeah, there we go. And then Succubus will join it, and then we'll get a crow as well just to add in. Yeah, I feel like they're going to be able to do some damage, actually. That's a half-decent stack, and they've got a healer, too, which is good. So, not perfect by any stretch, but it's definitely decent enough. And now this city can make Shadow Stalkers as well, so we'll start cranking them out there. So yeah, Iron Grip is ready to go. Well, we could throw it right on here. Still 3 turns, but definitely nice to have. We're just going to keep working on Iron Grip at this point. Baradir's done. Reskar did get a level up. Does he have regrowth already? Can't remember. I think so. There it is. Yeah, let's give him regrowth. That just makes him, like, disgustingly strong now. So I think what I'll do with Reskar is we might just... We do have to be careful going in the water because there were a lot of ships. Although most of them belong to Baradir and they're now no longer a threat to us. Hence why I think going in the water is actually, like, kind of going to be okay. This little guy can probably regroup. We don't really have to play defense on these cities as much anymore now, so I feel like the priest can kind of get back into the action a little bit. You know what? We'll skip all these production choices and finish our movement, and then... So now, yeah, the question becomes, like, where do we go with Groshak? I feel like one of them should go down this way, and the other one should go north, so... I would say Reskar is probably the stronger of the two, so I'm going to have him go north. I'm going to have Groshak go down that way, I think. Alternatively, I guess they could both go up this way, because Sundren's got, like... Her army isn't strong, but she's got a lot of units now, so... I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. We'll do some scouting first. Alright, nothing crazy defending it here. This should be doable. Oh, and there's Bren herself. This is great. Okay. We'll just regroup here. Yeah, they're going to hop in the water next turn. Okay, so now in production, we've got over 1,000 gold, which is wonderful. We're still not going to go crazy with the spending, though. I see no reason to. I mean, we can still get some upgrades that will benefit us, but I don't really want to get too nuts with it. Maybe we'll just do a shrine, get a couple of, you know, temples or whatever going. This one, I would love a planar gate here because of its proximity to the front lines. Okay, yeah. This city, planar gate for sure. Pirinal at our throne. We can do the Grand Palace. That's going to be super nice. We could do a Rogue's Palace here, even though we can do Knights. I feel like just, I mean, more Shadow Stalkers is going to be a good thing, so... I think the snowball is really coming along here. Like, I'm feeling like I'm decently powerful at this point. And this map, importantly, does not have an underground, from what I can tell, so you don't have to worry about hunting Bren down underground. I was thinking because, you know, obviously dwarves, right? Baradir was on the surface as well, obviously, so... yeah, there doesn't seem to be an underground dimension to this map, so... that does simplify things a little bit. Some decent units here coming from Leonis, but... very well positioned, though. Domain invasion here. It's nothing to worry about. Nice. Okay, we've got a Shadow Stalker now. We're just going to start sending them in. Another one here as well. This one's already got a promotion. You know what? We're going to send it in to reinforce Sundren. Actually, now here's a good thing. So... Sundren can get in there. This stack cannot. So what we'll do is we'll grab the haste berries with this one. Go like this. And then that should allow us... yeah, now we can do this siege battle. This won't be an easy fight because we don't really have good units. I mean, neither does Bren, but this could be actually a fairly tricky battle. We'll go like this. And get this little crow in as well. Alright, so then let's engage the fight here. Saying probable victory. I'm inclined to agree. I mean, they obviously have the advantage of the city, but... I think Sundren gives all these units the ability to climb the wall, so... we can definitely get into their area. Pretty sure. Let me just check that. Yeah, we have wall climbing with all of them, so that's what we're going to try for, is just we'll push around. I mean, obviously the succubus can pass the wall too, so no concern really there. They're all going to just go around and pass the wall over here as best they can. We've got Holy Cure and Quick Dash, so we've got plenty of healing if we need it. And then this group over here, we're just going to kind of march in to the best of our ability and try and cause some damage, be a bit of a distraction. This crow can cruise over this way as well. Yeah, that quick dash is probably going to come in handy. So they're definitely moving units over to counter me on that far side, which is smart. Because if they can, you know, if we can get in over the wall, it's going to be a lot easier for us. But they don't really have any ranged units to really take advantage of the wall all that much. Aside from just like the, you know, kind of just movement impediment it is. So, get our units up there. We're going to park our crow here just to kind of protect our units as they are climbing the walls. Succubus can go here as well. Can throw a curse onto the Axeman, I guess. Sort of would have preferred maybe a different unit, but... and, you know, Sundren can just shadow step her way into the base as well, so... Whoops, I didn't mean to use sprint. That's too bad. We'll just shadow step in. Yeah, I misclicked on the sprint there, but... alright, so these units can all just cruise on up. And one thing we can do with the trebuchet, obviously, is we can start hitting the walls here. Yeah, we could blast this one and try to get through. Don't mind doing that. I think we'll just move all of our units up, really. Crow as well. That should do it. Hitting our Trebuchet with the Vengeful Frost. I suppose that's kind of smart. It's going to make it harder for us to... they can take out the Trebuchet, then our units can't really get into the wall as easy over on that side. That buys them time, and it gives them a chance to sort of, with these Trebuchets, do a lot of range damage to me, maybe, on this left side. Okay, the Succubus can now... Let's just kill this Cherub here, yeah. Axeman definitely needs to die. What do we have to make that happen? Shock bolts, maybe? Yeah, that's pretty good. Very nice. Then we can step over and give them the business. And that, having Devout Slayer is actually coming in handy here in this fight. Because we're up against a Theocrat, of course, so that makes sense. The Priest can get up on the wall as well. The Succubus, I think we'll sort of keep somewhat back. We don't need to get too crazy. On this side, again, we're just going to keep hitting that wall. This one here, we just have a line of sight penalty, which we'll just have to rectify here. Okay, one more turn and we'll be into that, in through the wall there. We can start blasting Bren Grimdaughter for some good damage. Oh, yeah. Nice. Bren's already at like less than half health. This is perfect. I'm not going to even start attacking the gate because there's no reason to. We can send the Crow in just as a suicide, sure. Good damage on Bren there. Oh, they're really going after that Trebuchet. Well, next turn, my archers will kill Bren. Now it's just going to be a matter if we can get her out of this. Like long term, it's just going to be finding where the throne city is, right? Okay, perfect. And now our pikemen can get in. And our bowmen can just get the finish here, no problem at all. Nice. Blast that prospector for some heavy damage. Man, even from the ground, these longbowmen are just gross. They do so much damage. It's really quite a lot of fun to use them. Get our horses in. We'll do a charge. Because why not? Come over here. Give them the business. Yep. Kill the Axeman off like that. Perfect. Kill that Cherub. Warg is in pretty rough condition. Probably ideal to not get too aggressive with it. Oh, maybe I'll just go like this and attack the Trebuchet. If I lose the Warg, it's fine. Oh. Alright, let's try for Seduction. Nice. And then we're going to attack the Trebuchet. And again. We'll come over here. Step in behind. Kill the Trebuchet. And then this one over here has already done its job, so we can just hang out. We're kind of good to go. I don't think the archers can get to... No, so they're all just going to chill in defense mode out there. And then next turn, we're going to just go and get rid of this Trebuchet. There it is. Okay, so now we can charge into it from the back, get a flank, move in with Assassin Strike, and get the kill. Very nice. Should have maybe done a heal with my priest before that, but that's totally fine. And yeah, we took... About to take Bren's City, I suppose. Let's do that now. There it is. And we know Bren is in the Void, so now all we have to do is find her throne city and we're in great shape. So yeah, and I think that's going to do it. We'll just sit there. This is probably a great place to end the episode, honestly. We've made really good progress here. We're going to just absorb it. We did get a level up for Sundren, which I guess I can do quick. Sabotage wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but really I think we'll just give her some more health and some extra resistance. Yeah, and I think this is it. I mean, hopefully we can find her throne city quickly and then just get Bran out of the game, and then it's just going to be Leonis left. So really liking where this is at right now. We're going to save it here. Call this one episode 60. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.